Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Single Island Girl. And with me today, I have Tosin, Hali, and Ayo. Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you guys for coming on today. So today's topic is a bit interesting, and then we'll be talking about how soon, too much too soon. So it's either it flows along too much too soon or mystery lady. So I say mystery lady because I've been having conversations with some people lately, and it seems like some guys like this whole mystery vibe, like a lady who doesn't, it's like you're a mystery, like you're not sharing too much, they don't really know anything about you, but then they really love the chase, so they're really chasing you like till the end. But then there's like mystery, so you're not really talking to them, you're not really dishing out too much, you're not really saying anything, and it's like it's like that whole mystery vibe draws you. But then is this like a healthy mentality? Because I'm thinking if you're doing like, a mysterious thing, then how well are you even getting to know the person? Like, does it really make sense? Because I feel like if you're talking to someone, you're getting to know the person, right? And you should give details about yourself instead of hoarding details about yourself when you're talking to someone, when you're getting to know someone. So if you're hoarding details about yourself and both of you are forming like mystery, at what point do you guys get to know yourselves? At what point do you guys share certain information? At what point do you feel like, oh, I know this person knows me well enough to the point that, oh, I feel relaxed and I feel more, what's the word now? Comfortable to get into a relationship with the person. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So like this whole mystery persona, does it make sense? Both on the male side and on the female side, does it make sense?
I was just going to say that, when you say the first time you spoke, you were like mystery lady, and in my head I'm like, you guys do that too. Everybody wants to give the idea that there's something more to me than what you see. Also, sometimes I think that, like you said, comfort. You want to get to the place where you're comfortable enough to say more about yourself before you go ahead. Sometimes it's not even intentional. You don't want to be mysterious intentional. It just happens that you're just not trying to be too much in someone's face, or you're not trying to be too forward, or seem too excited. So that's what I think.
Okay. So, Hali, what do you think?
I think for me, time will just determine how much you're able to dish out to anyone, even besides a relationship between you and a guy. You would also look at relationships that you have with your girlfriend. I know sometimes you would even feel a bit off if somebody you just met and in a few days the person's already telling you about their whole life. You'd be like, okay, just slow down. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think in that sense, maybe a little mystery may come in. But I think as time goes on and then you start to get to know the person better, you would even feel much more comfortable to release more information and even like go deeper. But if I have someone that is just telling me about their whole life, the first week, I think it'll probably be like a red light for me. But I think timing is everything.
Yeah. Okay, Tosin.
I think I agree with what Hali and I have said. Everything. Sorry, I was talking to my male friend, said to me that I think you're too nice. I think you're
too
open. I think you should let the guy.
We didn't hear what he said.
Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me now? My bad. Let me see that. My volume.
No, it's not even your volume. So, okay, it's okay. The network was a bit, but it's fine now.
Okay, so I was saying that I do agree with what Ayo and Had said. Time is everything. That, the more you get to meet person, talk to the person, get to know more about the person. And I think I do agree that guys like the chase. They like that whole let me not know everything about you. Because I remember one time I was talking to one of my friends and it was like, look, Tosin, for a guy, the guy wants to chase you. He doesn't want to, don't be too nice to a guy. Don't be too kind to a guy. Because there's a tendency they become your friends instead of your toaster or person that's trying to get to know you pretty much. So I do agree. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I believe that there are like different hierarchies. So there are different stages. There's like talking stage, and then there's dating, and then there is like, you know, the relationship part, right? Where you guys, I don't know, like where does courting come in? Because I don't know how to place courting in the hierarchy. But anyway, people become boyfriend and girlfriend, right? But then people mistake that dating part for like real relationship. So at what point, so let's say like you meet someone, you guys start talking, and the person, both of you connect quite well, and then so like regardless of how nice the conversation is going on, how well like, you know, the dating period is going, because dating period is just that you guys are going on dates, right? And there is no commitment. So at what point do you now cut it off? Because you need to also guard yourself and like not cut off, but like sort of control yourself to reduce communication a bit, because there's no commitment, right? But then there is this thing where you're really enjoying someone's company and you will just literally just like blend into it. So how do you then control yourself from oversharing like your time, your space, like everything? How do you then control yourself? Because it's very easy to really go beyond when you guys are just at a dating phase. So how do you then control yourself at that point? Because you guys there's no commitment, but then some people, once they're just in, like once they just feel something, that's the end.
A lot of times people assume, and I always say that assumptions kill. Like just because we've been vibing, we've been talking, next thing, oh, he's dating me, or you know, we're dating or courting, whatever language, whatever term that you want to use to describe it. And I don't think we have those important conversations anymore. Like, dude, are we actually dating? What is this? Yeah, because he's taking me on a few dates. Next thing, oh, he's my boyfriend. Like, girl, chill, or even guy, chill. Do you know what I mean? So, a lot of times we tend to assume. So we need to start having those difficult conversations, if I may say, to say, look, are we in a relationship? It's okay to ask. It's not like you're asking the guy out. It's not like, oh, you guys have been talking, you guys have been sharing stuff, so it's maybe you have values, you have your own terms. So it's probably come to that point where you're saying, look, at this stage, I should actually know what we are doing and where we are going. It's not just a thing whereby we're just like going around in circles and getting like, what do you want from me and what do I want from you? So a lot of times I feel like we assume a lot and we don't have these conversations in detail. And then that leads to serving breakfast, if I may say.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You know the way people say, I feel like we broke up even though we weren't dating. It's this kind of thing that used to cost it, you know? If somebody suddenly is not as available as they used to be and you're feeling bish in your chest, who sent you? Like, who sent you work? You know, there's a term that Amanda kept repeating, control. How do you control? I think you're in charge of every situation. I just think it's a mind thing. Like Halima also said, if they've not said it, don't assume. If somebody has not said it, I can go out with you on a few dates. If it's productive and fun enough, I will continue. If I see that the dates are not really, we're not really vibing, but you just keep liking to see my face, honestly, let's cut it off. You know, that's even easier to just say, you know what, I've eaten enough free food, I'm good. You know, let's stop this. But like, you need to talk about it. If I feel like we have good conversations, if I feel like, you know, on every level, spiritually, you know, mentally, you know, and physical, every level, I'm just feeling you, I think, there will come a time where I'm just like, I need to know if I should keep feeling you or I should divert my feelings, or I should open up my feelings, because this thing, like Amanda said, control. I'm in control of my emotions. So I want to know if I should keep investing it or I should keep it for somebody else. And the fact that I'm going on a date with a guy doesn't mean that I can't go on a date with another guy. It's the date. It's what it is. We have a date, rendezvous, time and place. We meet. We have a good conversation. Somebody says, let's meet. I go and have a good conversation. The day one of them now says, look, I'm taking you more seriously, and the other one is quiet, we say, okay, I think this one is more serious person. But if both of them, the danger with that is, both of them now say, I like you. Who do you now? Do you know what I mean? Where do you tend to? And that's when the trouble of the mind starts. So at what point do you feel like, question is, at what point do you feel like, if I'm right, Amanda, at what point do you feel like, you need to draw the line as far? How do we control just dating and not crossing the line into feeling like you're in a proper
how
relationship?
Far is too far, really? Like, how much of yourself do you give in dating? Because some people want to just like you, man, that's just the end. Like, their brains just, like, everything just turns off.
I think everybody needs to understand that I'm dating doesn't mean I should give everything away. That thing called mystery is good. There's something about the human nature that gets familiar very quickly. And it's not that somebody is trying to Arifin, you just see that Arifin will enter. It's not like somebody is trying to be intentionally used to you, but they're used to you because you're there, and a bit of holding back is good. Not to throw everything out there, maybe I'm talking from a place of being burnt for doing it, because I don't know about you guys, I've done it before, where I just feel like, oh my God, this person looks like a respectable guy, let me just lay it all out. And at the end of the day, he thought I was an idiot. And it thing burnt me. And I was just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have thrown it all out there. And that's the way I used to be before. This thing can be very confusing, Amanda. That's the way I used to be before. I used to be like, let me not give everything out. Let me just be dishing it in bits, so that I will not be dished breakfast. Then later, and I said, you know what? Let me just be vulnerable all the way. And then this guy served me the breakfast that I did not deserve. So, like you said, it's very important to be able to say, while we are dating, be a bit mysterious. It's interesting. What happens when you're watching a movie? Why do you concentrate more? Because you can't totally predict. Even if you can predict, you're still trying to see if your prediction is right. There's just that bit of mystery. That's why we keep watching movies. And I think everybody should have that. Even when you get to marriage, you should always, throw in a surprise here and there, show one, yeah.
Okay, so are there like conversations you save for when you're exclusive? Like, so let's say you meet someone, right? So you guys start talking, and then the person is interesting, so you guys vibe really well, and for like maybe 6 months you guys have been dating, talking, you're in that phase of the dating and the talking, right? And then what, 6 months, to be quite honest, I feel like if you're consistently talking to someone like every day, trust me, you would knowingly or unknowingly share a lot about yourself and reveal a lot about yourself, even when you don't really want to, but you just feel compelled to do that because you feel, okay, it's the right thing to do at this point. It's like, I've been talking to this guy for 5 months, so I feel like this guy, he should know this, because you just feel compelled to, because you're like, it's such a long time, and then maybe you guys are like close friends at that point. And then I feel like it's also more about investing, because you're investing so much time, and then you're bringing somebody into your space. Like, there are certain things that you do, like knowingly or unknowingly, that actually attributes to you, like, to things growing. So you're investing time talking to this person every day, number one. You're bringing the person into your personal space, right? That's a big deal. Bringing someone to your personal space. So what type of conversations do you now save for when you guys are exclusive? Because it's very easy for you to just overshare with someone in the first 6 months or in the first like 8 months of talking and dating or whatever, and then you've overshared so much that maybe if things don't work out, you now feel like, oh, I would have saved some things for if we were exclusive, but we never got the chance to be exclusive. So why did I even share certain things about myself? So what type of conversations do you keep for when you're exclusive? And is it even necessary to keep certain conversations for when you're exclusive? Because this is somebody you already like. I mean, he's sharing stuff with me and you two are sharing stuff with him. So what's the big deal? I don't know. What's the big deal?
I think for me, I don't know how to. I think I like, if I'm going into something, I'm going all in. So I don't know how to say, let me hide some things from you. If I say that I like you, we're talking for 6 months, Mars, I'm going to say, I don't know, like maybe it's just things like, I think we're not talking about after the first 4 months. I need that this is probably heading somewhere good. I can talk about the marriage, what you want to do, like, you know, what's your plans for your family. So I don't know. That's a good question for me. I don't know. I don't think I should hide anything. For me, I don't think I should. I'm very open, so I don't know how to say. I have to hold some conversations to when we're very exclusive. For me, I so maybe ladies can help me out. I'm learning from you guys as well. So for me, I don't know.
For me, honestly, I think I'm on the same side as Justin because I'm not, how do I put it? I'm not exactly expressive, but then if I'm put in a place where I feel comfortable enough to express myself, I will do that, right? And then I would be like an open book. So I'll be like an open book that is closed. So only if you ask me certain questions, then we'll talk about it. But I won't just come and just start blabbing. But then people ask a lot of questions, right? So when I meet someone and we're talking, to be honest, I'm just straightforward. I'll just answer you. Like, I don't know how to beat around the bush or be like, I don't know how to post. I'll be like, maybe post, people will be like, I just post the guy, just post him,
play the
don't
game.
worry. Try to,
game.
yeah. So I don't know how to do, like, I'll just answer you.
I think, like, I'm very straightforward.
I don't think it's about playing games or holding yourself back. And I don't think so. First of all, and you guys might think differently about this. I'm sorry, I can't talk to you for up to 4 months. I'll be saying, what are we talking about? I'm sorry, no. 4 months of my life? No.
I'm sorry, if you actually want to marry this person, you're talking to the person for the rest of your life as well. So I'm a bit confused.
Oh God. No. I told myself back when you were saying 4 months, 6 months. You don't say 8 months. Carry my life now.
Sorry, I know this is not a question. I also was there. For you to date someone, how long would you talk to the person?
Don't ask me. I'm not.
No, I'm actually interested, Ayo. No, I'm actually interested.
So if you want to talk to somebody, how long? All right, you want to date someone, how long must you talk to the person before you date the person? How long?
Are you saying guys want my answer?
No, I really want it.
Hey, God, help me. Okay, in Jesus' name. Don't take it to heart too. I'm just saying my mind. Don't take it as it is. Because I'm telling you what I will do. Honestly speaking, as I am, like this, I barely even have the time to do what I'm supposed to be doing for myself, for the kingdom of God and my family. If you are talking to me 2 months, see water is in my eyes. If you are talking to me after 2 months, even that 2 months gone, do you know what 2 months is? Even that 2 months gone, I will just call you and say, you're calling me every day. Is there something you? This is me now, and you don't have to take it honestly, because what works for you may be different. I'm speaking from a place of understanding where I'm at in life, and how much responsibilities I have. I'm like you said, I'm also an open book. So before we over-open the book, in 8 months, we should be pregnant with our first child. Are you a joker? It's personal. That's why I say don't take what I'm saying for what it is. I'm just saying that I don't have the luxury to be talking to you for 4 months and not say for sure that this is where I'm at with you. It's too much of and because I don't know how to do talking to you emotionally and talking to you emotionally and talking to so many, if you're not heading somewhere with me, even a serious person after 2 months, okay, don't you have work? You know, and is there not something else we're doing? And the fact that both of us are productive, we should be able to tell that, okay, look, I like you, let's do this. And again, please don't take what I'm saying for what it is. I'm speaking from a very personal place. So yeah, 2 months is the limit for me. By the third month,
how many months for you?
We should be saying something.
Hali, how many months for you?
Hali, I honestly don't know. I think it just depends on how much I've shared with the person within a space of time, within that period of time. Because if I've been speaking to you for 2 months, what exactly have I shared with you? What exactly have you also shared with me? I think that would help me determine if I should just say, okay, this guy is wasting my time, or I don't even see myself going further with this person, and it's time to just let it fizzle out. Do you know what I mean? And I think that question is so personal. Like, you can't say, oh, because this person spoke to somebody for 3 months. 3 months is the yard used to determine if we're going to go further or not. It would be hinged on what kind of relationship you've had with the person.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, so it makes sense, but then, so still back to the whole living conversation. So there's some times where you meet some people and like in the first month, I'm telling you, like, your whole autobiography. Like,
how did that happen?
Signed.
It's like you were talking from 12 midnight to 4 a.m. in the morning, because I don't understand in 1 month.
Your whole autobiography. So, okay, so what I'm saying is, so I read something recently, and they were trying to talk about how if you're the type of person that gets attached easily to someone, they were trying to teach people how to what's it called now? How to not let yourself get attached. So sometimes you notice that even like after a month, 2 months, you're slowly getting attached to someone because you guys kind of talk every day, and then when you don't even get like a message the next day, you feel a certain way, like, oh, what happened today? Today is an off day. Okay, no problem. But then that means you're already getting attached. So they were saying that one should manage their time in terms of also, so that is still you being in control. So they'll say maybe from 10 p.m. or from 11, don't answer any calls from whoever. Like, whatever conversation should be restricted to earlier in the day, because obviously earlier in the day you're quite busy, you're working, you're doing other personal activities, you're doing all those things. So you guys are either chatting, or even if it's a phone call conversation, you guys just do that for like an hour or less than that, because how long, I mean, during the whole day, how long can you really spend on the phone? So they're like, if people limit, night phone calls, because I mean, to be honest, night phone calls, I feel like they're the phone calls that really set the pace. They're the phone calls that really take you into very deep places, because you're talking to someone from like 11 p.m. and then you guys are done talking at like 3 a.m. and you're thinking, oh my God, what was I even thinking? And I have a whole day, like, in a couple of hours. So they're advising people to really restrict communication and hold back, so that they now don't get attached to people, so that way, if anything happens, you don't even feel so attached to the person. If anything happens, you don't feel sad, or you don't feel bad, or you don't feel any type of way. It's just like, oh, we don't talk anymore. Oh, we didn't end up dating. Oh, this happened. And then it's just like, okay, moving on. And that way, I feel like it even sort of preserves the friendship, because I feel like initially when we meet people, for me, the first thing in my head is this person eventually will be my friend. Not this person. So the mistake I used to make before was, if I meet someone and we're talking, I wouldn't think of it from a friendship perspective. I'll think of it from, oh, so this person likes me and this person wants to date me. And then I don't put them, I have a lot of boxes in my head. So I don't put them in that friendship box. I put them in the, is it, no, what's the word? I can't remember the word I'm looking for now. Anyway, I shall put them in
prospective boyfriend.
Yes, boyfriend. So I put them there, and then when maybe shit hits the fan, it's like, oh, here we go, and then everything just comes crumbling down, and then I didn't even get a chance to build a friendship with the person, or maybe we end up dating, but I still didn't build a friendship with the person. I just went into the relationship. And then we weren't really friends. And then I realized that I can't even stand this person. Like, on a normal day, I might not even really be friends with this person like that. It's just that the first vibe I got, I kind of held on to that and I ran through with it. And then now it's like, even friendship, we won't really be friends like that too. So, like, what do you guys think about the whole not like reducing communication, like not communicating too much, not chatting excessively during the day, not, it's like literally putting a transparent glass between you guys, because you can see yourselves, but then you just can't compare, that kind of thing. Because it's not a wall. So you're not putting up a wall, because a wall means honestly, they can't see you, like you don't even exist. But then you're putting up a glass because they can see you, but then they just can't come in. That kind of thing.
That's why I would stick to my formula, because first of all, it depends on where you are in life. If you have the time to be chatting it's all relative. It all depends on where you are in life. I would just say, don't be, this is too much unnecessary gist that we don't know where it's going. I feel like your time is precious. Your loved ones are precious. Those you really care about are precious. I feel like you get to a point in life a time in life where you have streamlined your friendships and everything. So if somebody's going to come in, as I am like this, I don't need friends. You know what I mean? I have those that I'm loving and are loving me, and I haven't even maximized what I'm getting from them. Neither have I maximized what I'm able to give to them. So if somebody's coming in now, you're either adding value to the circle I already have, which is very decent, as it were, glory to Jesus, or you're not there at all. And anybody that is coming is already meeting structure. I know structure can be intimidating. Structure in the sense that, they know that this person is satisfied with her life. She has those she talks to, or he has those he talks to. He has his work, he has what's cut up for him. An unserious person will hardly be able to fit in because there's no space. So already it's intimidating for somebody who wants to be gisting and getting to know me. You already know me. You know where I'm at at every point in time. You know when I'm in church. You know when I'm hanging with the girls. You know when I'm at work. You know when I'm in class. You know when I'm back home. What is left?
For him to know that
is left.
Know that. That means he has to
communicate
with you every day. That's what it is. For him to know everything you
communicating with me every day, and you don't have plans to be with me. That's why I say it really depends on where you are in life. Yeah. I'm open to business relationships. I'm open to games nights. But you wouldn't be talking to me every day if we're games night buddy or business buddy or, Already, that's why I say your life is structured, so they automatically fall somewhere. They're either inside the circle or hanging on the line or outside. That hanging on the line is the most dangerous part, because I will push you one day, I won't even know.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you are in life. I can't tell you not to over communicate, because you see, and the reason why I say 2-3 months for me is that I'm an open book like you guys are, and in 2-3 months you probably have so much information to be able to kill me already.
True.
So so what exactly are we now saying talking for 8 months? That's why I said in 8 months we already know the name of our firstborn. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But definitely, I definitely agree with you. I feel like if you already know someone's like schedule, to be honest, because it's very hard. So when you start talking to, it's very hard to even know what the person is doing per time. But then over time, you kind of know if someone's not picking up your call, this person is probably in XYZ or doing XYZ, and then you kind of know like what the person is doing at that point in time. So after that, what else do you want to know? Like, what do you want to know again about the person?
Thank you.
Like,
giving the example before we got on this call, we're calling Halima, and we had only 2 options. She was either getting ready or she was sleeping.
Yeah.
Why? Because we know her. We know her schedule. We even know her calendar. Even when we're trying to see, should we reschedule? We were saying, no, she has this at this time. She has this at this time. Someone like her, somebody wants to know her. Don't go far. Ask Tosin. Just ask Tosin. Anybody is looking for me. Even my family members are looking for me. Okay, we can't find her. Halima, where is Ayo?
Yeah.
Your life already has a base. It already has a structure. Anybody coming to come and say they want to know you, it's easy now. It's easy to know me. In 2 months, you can tell me you can tell the extracurricular activities I'm involved in. What is left? I don't feel scared that you being with me for 4 months, you already know how boring my life is. So before you understand how boring it is, let's lock it up.
To just address what you mentioned, Amanda, about friends, I think it's very key that, even when you're talking to someone, you shouldn't just picture them as your boyfriend immediately. You need to be friends with them. That's the most important thing, because I have friends that are married, and they'll tell you, it's a friendship that keeps the marriage. You think that there's love, so that love will die at some point. So it's that friendship that keeps the marriage going. So always, I think it's very key that people know that you need to be friends first before you go into any relationship. Because we are friends, I can say what happens to Halima, Ayo, and you. If you're not friends and we're just church sisters, I won't know so much about you guys. So that friendship is very key in any relationship. When a guy comes to meet, you don't always have the opinion, this guy wants to date me. No. He just wants to be your friend and just get to know you because he likes your character, he likes who you are, he likes how he sees your life. So don't always have that notion like any guy that comes to meet you wants to date you. So like Halima said earlier, assumptions, don't always assume.
Exactly, assumptions, man. Like, don't assume. Like, always ask questions. If you feel uncomfortable, I always tell people that, like, if you're in something, even if it's after a month, even if it's after like a month and a half, like if you're in something and you feel uncomfortable and you already notice that, okay, for yourself, like always check yourself and do a lot of self-assessments, right? So if you assess yourself and you see that, you're really getting into this person and you're at the point where, in fact, you're opening your whole album for the person, that type of thing. Like not only book, catalog, everything. You better start asking the person, like, how far, how is this going, where is it going to, what is on your mind? And then from that, from there, you would get the answer you want, and it's either you guys continue whatever is going on there, or you end it, because a lot of people really get hurt from assuming that, this guy said he likes me, so definitely now we will be something eventually, and then eventually it doesn't happen, and then eventually very hot breakfast is served, and then eventually like it's just a whole disaster, that kind of thing. So like, and I feel like people are also scared to ask questions because sometimes they're like, let me not ask so that it doesn't look like I'm desperate. But that's not you being desperate. That's just you being confident enough to know what you want, and then asking the question so that if it's something you should even continue, if you should pull out, But I think sometimes, like, the way things are set, it seems like, oh, once a lady talks about something, or and the reason I'm saying ladies, because it happens mostly for ladies, because I mean the guys chase, so already they're telling that they like you, or they love you, or they want to be you, or whatever, the case may be. But then the lady is asking, okay, so where is this going now, or like, where are we going, what are we, type of thing. They're like, oh, maybe she's desperate, and she's just so desperate that she wants to know. Maybe the guy wouldn't even ask questions, but he would just feel like, this girl wants to marry me already. That's not even the case. She just wants to know, like.
And most guys actually really get scared of that question, because I remember some guy that I was talking to him, and then I was like, I'm most had conversation with him. I was like, darling, should I? And maybe I had that conversation. Baba pull back ASAP. Like he pulled back, like.
Oh, it's better,
Yeah, for me, so I got to know. Sorry,
exactly.
I was going to ask.